All right, you guys, welcome to our team call. It's August 28th, and we are wrapping up the month this week, which is kind of crazy, but I have a lot of announcements before we get into what I wanted to share with you guys and train you on tonight. Hopefully you've been kind of watching some of the team trainings from the summer. I combined our team call with a bunch of other leaders in the company and had guest speakers and all these different trainings so that you would get a variety, and I hope that was useful. I have been sharing the recordings and all that fun stuff, so if you're wanting to rewatch or if you're wanting to catch them, it was summer, it's busy, I get that. So they're in the team page. You can just search team call and I'm sure that will all pop up. I wanted to go over a few things that are happening this week. You should have all seen the week at a glance, or whatever you want to call it, the plan ahead for the week. So I hope those have been useful and helpful for you guys as you then have those on Sunday, so you can plan posts and announcements and your life around some of these things. I know that's always kind of how it is for me. My husband works full-time as well, and running a business full-time from home, it can get a little crazy. So it's always nice to be on the same page and get it in your calendar so you guys all know what's going on. So tomorrow on Wednesday at 9:30, we have a new coach call. So if you're a new coach and you're on this call, I'm so glad you're here. We have a new coach call, a getting started right call, basically to help you launch your business. And we'll be doing that tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. If you're like, well, crap, I work, it's okay. I have plenty of them recorded, but I also record all of them so I can send it to you. If you are going to be at work, if you're not able to get on live, do not stress. Send me your questions first and foremost, or your upline coach, and we'll make sure to answer those on the Getting Started Right call if they haven't already been answered in the training. Okay. Tomorrow we also have if you are in the Superstar Push group, which if you're like, what the heck is that? And you're new, don't worry about it. But if you know about it, and if you're in that group, and if you're wanting to know more about it, we have a call tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Mike is doing a training on mindset and affirmations. It's going to be amazing. I'm really, really excited about it. And then another reminder that I always like to talk about, even as a brand new coach, you want to get into the habit on Monday and Tuesday of checking your drill down. Some of you are like, what the heck is a drill down? Or others of you are like, oh crap, I haven't checked my drill down yet this week. Okay, checking your drill down means going into your back office, looking for your sponsorship drill down, and looking to make sure everything is squared away for your goals that week. So if you're working towards Emerald, you want to make sure you've got a coach on your left and your right. If you're working towards Ruby or Diamond, making sure you have the correct active coaches and the correct emeralds on each leg. So that is just, you want to start getting into the habit of going into your back office every single Monday or Tuesday. I look at mine every single day, just something I do in the morning, and I go through and I make sure all of my people are active. And if not, I make sure I talk to them and see what their needs are, make sure I'm there for them as their coach and their mentor, and just make sure everything's okay. So that's a good reminder for you, is to just start getting in the habit of checking your drill down. On Thursday, we have a sneak peek. So that's really exciting. I wanted to extend an invitation to all of you. If you haven't already, maybe you've been a coach for a couple of days, maybe you've been a coach for a couple months, or maybe you've been a coach for a couple years. It doesn't matter how long you have been a coach. I would challenge you to create a video. Just record yourself. You could prop up your phone and hit record, or you can use your computer or wherever. Make sure you're standing by somewhere that has good lighting, just so people can see your bright face, and just share what you love and what coaching has done for you so far. It might be that it's brought you into a community that you love. It might be that it's given you purpose beyond just being a mom. Whatever your whatever you love and the reason why you joined as a coach, just share that and then upload it to YouTube and send me the link. And I'll put it in our sneak peek so that when you're adding people to the sneak peek, they can see your video. They can see what why you joined as a coach and what it's done for you and how, maybe they'll relate to that. I just think, here's the thing. Our business is built on testimonials, right? Like, people don't want to do something, even like a fitness program, if it doesn't work. They don't want to become a coach if there's not a reason why it's going to help them. So we need to really build that library, those testimonials from our team and why people would want to join our team specifically. So you can really speak to our team culture. You can really speak to your upline. Is my video being weird, you guys? No? Okay. You know how sometimes it like speeds up and then stops? Anyway, like some of your videos are doing that. And so I feel like it's my internet. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully I'm good. If I'm not, someone tell me. But I just think it would be really awesome if we started building that library of resources and testimonials for our potential coaches and people who are looking into joining our team. Okay. If you, let's see. Okay. So on Thursday, we have our sneak peek. That is typically all throughout the day. We have leaders, diamond coaches and above going live and talking about different topics, with coaching. You guys have all seen them, I'm sure. And so we'll be doing that again on Thursday and just talking about the different parts of coaching so people get a better idea of what it is and what we do and how it works. And then that night is typically when I go live and talk about how we earn and what some of the perks are, just kind of fill in the holes of what has and hasn't been talked about throughout the day. And then I do a live Q&A so people can ask any questions. It is really, really helpful if we get on as many calls as we can or as many of the live videos and just share and like and love them. Because then it allows for people, it notifies more people when we have more people on those live calls. So if you see a notification, like make sure for when you're in the group, talk about coaching tonight and tomorrow and start plugging people into the group on Thursday. You're welcome to use any of the transformation stories that are in there that we've shared. I would just share your own, why you became a coach. Talk about what you love about it, and then invite people to do, to learn more. Like, no pressure. I never want anyone to feel any sense of obligation. I just want them to know, like, this is just for you to learn about it. This is something I love, something that's changed my life. And I know it can change yours because I've seen it change so many of my coaches' lives. Like, it's not just me, it's all of us. So, okay, so Thursday's the sneak peek. All right, is there anything I've missed? Any other questions you guys have about like things coming up? I just want to make sure I open it up before I go into the topic that I prepared for you. Okay, awesome. All right, so you guys, and my video is good, Jer. I can see you for some reason. Yeah, it's good. Okay, I'm not like slowing down and speeding up and whatnot. Okay, it's so weird because a lot of you guys are, and I feel like it's my computer. So whatever, I'll just go with it. I'm going to put it on speaker view for the training. And even though it's more awkward for me, but it's a better view for people who are watching the recording. Okay, so you guys, today on my mastermind with corporate. So when you hit certain ranks, like when you hit diamond, you go into a mastermind for diamonds to 2 stars. Once you hit 2-star, you go into, once you hit 3-star, you go into another mastermind with a different corporate mentor. And then once you hit 5-star to 9-star, you're in another one, and then above and above and above. So in my 5 to 9-star mastermind group, we were talking about lots of different things, but for one, it was developing leaders on our team. And one of the things that really stood out to me, and I'm sure this is something that is maybe interesting or something that you would want to know as a coach on our team is, how do you build leaders and how do you recruit people? How do you help people see that what you are doing and the coaching opportunity is something that they can do too? So I wanted to give a few tips, okay? The first is, one, you have to talk about it, and you have to talk about it a lot. So if you go to any of like the top coaches in the network, even some of these brand new girls who are just running to the top, who've been coaches for only not even a year, and they're ranked in like the top 20 of all the coaches in the network, they are talking about the business opportunity literally all the time in almost all of their posts. And it's not in an icky way. It's not in a weird way. They're just talking up front and honestly about what it's done for them, how they feel as a coach. And I know I shared one of the recordings from a call earlier last week that Mandy Kai did. And she's only been in the business for maybe a year and a half. And she recruits like 40 coaches a month or more. And so in her call, she talked about how she just really she doesn't beat around the bush. And I think that's really important, because in some of these trainings, we talk about like, okay, make sure you're building that relationship. And yes, that is so important. But you also don't want to lead people. You don't want to like mislead them is what I meant. Okay. You don't want them to think like, I'm just becoming your friend only to invite you to become a coach. That's not at all what you want to do. Build that relationship, become friends with people. That's how I've met so many of you guys, and you become some of my very, very best friends. But if you find someone on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and you're like, okay, that girl would absolutely kill it, and I want her on my team, then you can just really say that to her. You can be like, I am a coach. It has changed my life. I love it so much. And I see what your Instagram looks like. I see what you're doing, and you would actually be an amazing coach, and I would love to have you on my team. You know, you can really talk to them bluntly and honestly about what it is that you're doing. Not everyone, you're going to get a lot of no's. Like, no's are okay, but that's something that I think you need to be doing all the time. If you look at my Instagram, there is a call to action almost every other post. And a call to action is basically like inviting them to look into something or to join a group or to fill out a form or whatever. So giving them an action, drop an emoji, etc. So know that the more you're talking about it, the more you're inviting, the more you're sharing what coaching has done for you, that is what is going to draw people to you. If you're talking more about challenge groups, which are great, if you're talking about, sorry, I've got this hair that's tickling my arm. If you're talking about lifestyle, whatever, that's what people are seeing. So you really have to make sure that the messages that you're giving are the messages you're wanting people to receive and to see on your page. Okay. So number one is talk about it a lot. Talk about coaching. Use call to actions. Okay. And I'm writing that down because I actually didn't even write that one down. Okay. The second one is, and this is what I heard on my call today. And actually it was something that I shared, and then they put it into like a phrase. Coaches recruit diamonds with their confidence. Okay. Coaches recruit diamonds with their confidence. So I want you to think about that. Coaches recruit diamonds with their confidence. I was talking to our mastermind about how I've helped a lot of my coaches hit diamond and star diamond and etc. And I really believe 100% that the people who are recruiting the most coaches and who are helping to develop emeralds and who are growing their teams and who are hitting 1 and 2 star and etc., all that above, it is those people who are confident that what they have to offer is going to help people. It is the coaches who are confident in talking about coaching, confident in inviting, confident in the way that they talk to people. Instead of saying, for example, if someone is talking to you about a challenge group, okay, and they're saying, like I really want to lose 10 to 15 pounds. You're like, well, I think you could probably do that with the 2B mindset, or I think you might be able to, with ADD obsession, you would probably hit your goal of losing that by the end of that program. Rather than turning the way you speak around, changing your language and saying, I know that when you do 2B mindset with me and with my group, you will be where you want to be. You will hit that goal because you're going to be working one-on-one with me. Okay, it's having the confidence to tell someone you're going to be a rock star coach, giving them that belief, because guaranteed, and if you're anything like me, when I first signed up, I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't even have time in my day to do this. I don't even have time to wash my hair. How am I going to be a coach? Honestly, you just have to give them that belief. I didn't actually think I was going to be good at this. Heck, some of the times I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, and a lot of people think I've got all my ish together. And I seriously, sometimes it's just we're just doing this any way that we can. And I think that's really where what it comes down to is just speaking confidently and knowing I'm going to help change your life. This is going to change your life. And I know it because I see it for myself, giving them the vision. I see that happening for me, and I want that to happen for you. We relate to one another, and I want to give that gift to you as well. Okay. So number 2 is speak confidently. Coaches recruit diamonds with their confidence. Okay. Be confident in what you have to offer. Know in your heart that you're going to change a lot of lives. And that's a gift that you get to give to other people. It's a gift that a lot of people are looking for, and they don't know it's right there under their nose. I can't tell you how many people have never even heard of Beachbody. And now that you're in the Beachbody world, you're probably like, what? I swear everyone I talk to has heard of Beachbody. You got to get creative. You got to look outside the box. You got to do something different. And you have to know that when you speak confidently to people, you will bring them into your tribe, and you are going to change their life. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So coaches recruit diamonds with their confidence. And then the third tip I have for you guys, this is the third and final tip, is consistency breeds success. Okay. This honestly has been probably the number one thing that has helped me in my business to grow to the team that we have today. Okay, I can relate to so many of you because I know a lot of you are working moms, or you're in school, or you feel like you're drowning, or maybe you're dealing with a lot of family stuff, or maybe you're dealing with your own stuff. We all have stuff. All of us do. When I very first joined as a coach, I was working, you guys all know my story, but I was seriously working 40 to 60 hours a week already. I wouldn't even get home until 7 to 9 o'clock at night, just depending on if we had a game or not. I was leaving early in the morning. We were out the door by 6:45 so we could be to school by 7. I was getting 2 kids under 2 ready for school and daycare. I was making sure there were enough diapers. I was busy. I was at school all day long, and then I was at practice, and then I'd come home, and then it was just Groundhog Day every single day. I know the grind. And I know there are days when you're going to wake up and you'll be like, I don't think I can do this. Or I don't know if I want to do this. Because you guys, when I was about a year into coaching, I said that exact same thing, those exact words to my husband. I was like, I'm not good at this. I feel like I'm drowning. I can't even help people get results. I can't even help my coaches. I don't even have working coaches. I literally have one working coach and you. And I just don't even know if I'm cut out for this. And you want to know what he said? He's like, first of all, you are in the best shape you've been in a long time. You feel better. Why would you stop doing that? I was like, yeah, that's true. I do feel better. I am like in the best shape that I've been in a long time, probably better shape than I was in college. I had to start thinking about the pros because all I was thinking about was the negative. All I was thinking about was the stress. All I was thinking about was how hard it was. And you guys, the hard is worth it. Stay consistent. In months like 8 and 9 and 10 for me, I stopped posting. I stopped sharing my results. I stopped sharing what I loved about it. I just kind of fell off. And some of you are probably thinking like, you fell off? Like, yeah, right. No, I really did. I fell off. I didn't commit. And it took me a few months and I basically had to rebuild. But it was worth it. That grind was worth it. And that consistency and getting back on track. And I've never missed a day since. If you commit and if you get that tracker and if you start following up with people, you start inviting people and you start doing those things every single day that are hard, that maybe you don't want to do. You know, I can't tell you how many times as a college athlete I really didn't want to go to practice or I didn't want to go to the gym and lift weights. I hated lifting weights so much. And now I like love it and it's my job. Okay? But just know that the more consistent you are, the better results you're going to get. And I'm not just talking about like immediate results. I'm talking about long-term results. And that's what I'm in it for. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm not necessarily in it just for like a quick fix or a quick buck. Like I'm in this for the long haul because of how it's changed my life and how I see it changing all of your lives. Okay. I have so much passion. I have like so much love and passion for our team and for this group and for all that we stand for. And I just feel like we have so much to offer people. Our team is kind of unique, you guys. I get people all the time who will join a sneak peek and I have no idea that they're coaches. They'll say they're not, but they get in it anyway. And they'll just say, gosh, your team is really unique and different. You guys are really good friends. You guys are all like, you can tell you guys are all connected. And they'll be like, I wish I was on a team like that. And I'm telling you right now, like, this isn't how all the teams are. Maybe some of you came from other teams. Maybe you were coaches a few years ago or whatever, and you can probably attest to that. But just know that you have such an opportunity here, and it is your choice. You get to decide whether you're going to run with it or not. It is a decision, and you get to decide, am I going to take this opportunity? Am I going to run with it? Am I going to work my hardest? Because I promise you, in order to be successful, you have to work harder than everyone else. There's a lot of people working hard. So you got to work hard. You got to stay consistent. You got to get creative. You got to talk about coaching more. You got to invite more. And you have to be confident. Okay? All right. So that's really like the message I wanted to share tonight. I forgot one announcement. So I want to say that before you guys ask any questions. We are starting our next team-wide group, accountability group, and it's called Spice Up Your Life and Your Marriage. So let me just tell y'all, it's going to be good. Because my husband's stoked about this, by the way. But have you guys all read Rachel Hollis's Girl Wash Your Face? Okay, so you know how she talks about that 30-day challenge. I'm not super excited about it. I mean, I am. It's going to be great. But that's part of the challenge. The rest of it is really just like spicing up like your date nights, your love life, your life in general, doing something for you, taking care of you so that you can love and be and more fully love others and be more, you know, how do you say that? And more fully be loved. But it's really just like a group all around like loving yourself, and loving others and developing that relationship with your spouse as well. It's not only for married people. Like, that's just going to be like a separate part. It's not going to be like a daily check-in. Like, did you have sex with your husband? Like, that's not the check-in. We might do like a secret emoji or something. I don't know. We'll make it fun. But lots of different fun, exciting things. All the leaders, well, there's quite a few leaders who we're all planning out the schedule right now. We're going to do prep week starting Monday. I know it's Labor Day, but it's just prep week. It's just getting information about the group, getting everything set up. They're waiting for their package. I cannot talk right now. They're waiting for their challenge pack to come in the mail, all that fun stuff. I'm really going to be promoting like To Be Mindset with Bod. That's kind of like my jam. They can use any program, whatever works best for you, and whichever one you feel like would work the best for your people. I always just like to talk to them about their goals and figure out which one would be best for them. So it could be BOD or 80-day obsession or Lift 4, whatever. But remember, everything is on sale right now, like Lift 4 and To Be Mindset and all that. It ends on August 31st. So you can start talking about it now. You can start promoting it. You can start sharing it and get people in the group before some of those discounts. And I'm sure there will be something on promo in September. I just don't know what it is. So once I get the Diamond Insider, I will announce it if you guys want to know. All right. Are there any questions? Anything you guys want to know more about? I'm going to put on gallery view so I can see you guys. I'm so excited about this Spice Up Your Life group. It's going to be good. It's going to be really fun. So if you want to jump in it, I'm going to post the link to the group in the team page so that you can request to join. And then that's where you'll add all of your people. There's really nothing in there right now. There's just a link to the workbook for Girl Wash Your Face. And anyway, so that's it. Okay. All right, you guys. If there's nothing else, then I'll let you guys get back to your life and get back to your families and bedtime and all that fun stuff. But I love you all so much. I'm so grateful for you. I hope you know that. And I hope this was somewhat helpful. And tomorrow, make sure if you're in the Superstar Push, you get on the 7 p.m. call, and we'll have our next team call next week. And I'll announce the time in the Plan Ahead schedule on Sunday night. Okay. All right. See you guys. Hi, Anna.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Melissa.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. See you, It's Marguerite. Did I say that?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
Who's your upline?
Michelle Sorensen.
Okay. Awesome. Love Michelle.
Yeah. Yeah, she's great.
Hey, cute girl. I see you. All right, you guys. See you later.